Every year, thousands of people from around the globe flock to London to visit its renowned museums, art galleries and beautiful Victorian architecture. But dig beneath the surface and you'll find social unrest, youth unemployment, gang culture, drug addiction and violence, which were all highlighted 2 summers ago during the riots. This pain and anger, when translated into something tangible, whether it's ink on paper or paint on canvas, creates something awe-inspiring people can relate to. ALM met with Lanre, founder and director of Art Alive Arts Trust, who has been painting for nearly 45 years and understands the importance of art in our society. So tell me a bit about your journey.
I remember when I was in a hostel, when I came out of the street, when I was in a hostel, and I was in this room, and this place, they used to call it Parker Street Hostel, where they put people who you see on the street who say, spare some change, please. These are where the people, this is in Auburn. And I was in my room one day, just lying down. It was a very small room. If you go into the bathroom, you see syringe, you see peen, and everything, blood all over the place. So I couldn't use those places. I used to go into the swimming pool and pay £1 to have my shower. There were lots of people in there. It was like a prison. Then I was in my room upstairs, and one day I was just praying. I said, God, well, where are you? How come we're going through all this pain? Then this guy came on my door and knocked on my door, an Irish guy. So I asked him, I said, where did you come from anyway? He said he's been in and out of prison for 21 years. I said, what have you been doing? He said he's a drug addict, heroin addict. He's been taking and all that stuff. So he's been going in and out of prison. So he said, what do I do? I said, I'm an artist. So he said, they need me in prison. So I said to him, what do you mean they need me in prison? So he said, you can go and help other people in prison. So it just dawned on me that, yeah, I'd love to do that. And I went to meet my support worker, and I said to my support worker, I want to go into prison. He said, no, don't go into prison, stay here. So I said to him, no, I want to go and help people in prison. He said, Lanre, the mere fact you came up to me and you said that you want to do this, now I can help you. And that's how my journey started. Your environment could make you become something you don't want to become. The environment I was in was drug addicts. So they had to take me out of that place. So I got a place. First time in my life, I have my own space, studio flat. Hallelujah. I had my own place. I was so excited. Then I opened that door. When I opened that door, first thing I saw was just this room. First time in my life to have my own place. I don't have to squat. They don't need to drive us out. And I just broke down and I started crying. I cried like a baby. The next thing I did was, I just remind me. Yeah. Now the beauty of this is the canvas was my victim. My brush was my weapon. So the canvas takes all my pain. It's always like this. So when I cry, when I'm painting, when I'm creative, I put everything on canvas. So when you see all those work like that, hard like that, that was my emotion, what I was going through then. But the only person who could take it was the canvas. That's how my life has been. Then, you know, as the journey, as the things changes, you can see the difference in my work. You know, it all progressed to what it is now. And I'm a happy person, very content.
Okay, so how did you start Arts Alive?
So I set up the charity called Arts Alive. And Arts Alive, what Arts Alive does is, I get people who are very creative in their field, who are passionate about working with young people as well. Some of them have been through the same road I've been through, so they understand. Because it's another thing to work with young people. But if you've been through where they've been through, it's easier. Academically, you can say, yeah, I got this degree in art therapy and all that. But when you sit down with them, you're talking about two different people. You're talking with people who have been traumatized. You're talking about people who have been neglected. You're talking about youth who have been abused. How are you going to deal with them academically? No, you can't. If you have an idea, if you've been through what they've been through, or just have an idea of the pain, you've shared the pain, then you can be able to sit down with them and say, you know what, I understand what you've been through. This is my story. Then they'll listen to you. the self-esteem is low. But when you start speaking things, you mentor them and start talking to them, don't worry, you can make it. Don't worry, you're going to become great. You're sowing a seed into them, and you start seeing that seed germinates, and you start seeing this beautiful person. You don't see the outward appearance. The beauty is inside. Then you start seeing it manifest itself. And I see that all the time. That's what keeps me going. What keeps me going is seeing a change, transformation in the young people I've been mentoring and working with. And that keeps me going. And I know I'm on the right path.
For more information, go to artalive.org.uk.